Wally Johnson, Coach Greg Carvel with this week's Saints Hockey Coaches Show. Coach, two really good games last weekend in terms of effort. Just got 1 point out of the weekend, but I think you played one of the best teams in the ECAC and a very dangerous Brown team.
Yeah, we went into the game against Yale treating it very much like Quinnipiac. Yale is the hottest team and one of the hottest teams in the country. It's been a long time since they lost a game, and so we went in there, a lot of energy, a very specific game plan. They're a very, very good defensive team, so we had to figure out a way to create some offense, and ultimately we scored 3 goals, and they hadn't given up 3 goals in 15 games, so that side of we took care of things that way, but defensively we weren't strong enough and ended up giving up a goal with a minute to go. It was a big heartbreaker, but it was a very, very good college hockey game against 2 really good teams that play hard and play right and play fast, and the Yale coach was very complimentary at the end of the game, and I've always had great respect for Yale, the way they play. They're tough to play against, and it's very similar to us, but probably a better defensive team, and ultimately defense wins you games. So we'll learn and move on. The next night against Brown, it's emotionally, it's always tough to try to get up after a game like the Yale game. I thought our guys did a pretty good job. I thought Brown, they always battle hard, and in that rink, it's not always easy to get your energy where it needs to be, but I thought our guys did a good job of competing, and I think a 2-2 tie was fair enough. Going back and looking at it on video, I thought we had better scoring chances than they did, but it was a hard-fought game. Coming out of the weekend, we're in 4th alone, and I guess going into the weekend, if I was told you'll come out alone in 4th, going in tied for 4th, then I'd be happy. So we have 2 home games left, and right now, if we can hold serve, we'll have the bye for the first round.
Here's a big home weekend coming up. A lot of things going on. Friday night, the Doherty Scholarship announcement, and then Saturday, of course, senior night after the game. This senior class has a chance to be the first one since 2000 and 2001 to finish top 4 2 consecutive years. So they really accomplished something already, but I'm sure everybody's looking forward to a big weekend against Harvard and Dartmouth.
Yeah, Friday night is going to be a huge game because we have Dartmouth, who were battling for that 4th spot, and they're 1 point behind us. So a win there will go a long ways in helping us secure. And then we'll have to follow it up against, obviously, a very good Harvard team who's in 3rd place and a team we're trying to catch. So if Clarkson can beat them on Friday, we may be playing them Saturday night for 3rd place. So very big weekend. Saturday night, it's also the food bank evening, an initiative that Joe Marsh had started, and we're carrying on. We're going to ask people to either bring non-perishable food items or make donations to help with our local food banks, and that's on Saturday night as well. So be a heck of a hockey game, a lot of stuff going on outside of the game, and then after the game we'll honor our seniors. 7 kids in this class, and like you said, if they're able to secure the bye, it's quite a statement for this group, and they'll leave their mark on this team for doing if they're able to achieve that.
Going into the weekend, looking ahead, kind of. Obviously, the Dartmouth game, if you win, that kind of locks down 4th, because I don't think it depends on what RPI does. But is it better going in a tight race like this to keep the guys really focused heading into the playoffs, or would you rather have, you'd probably rather have it locked up, but.
Yeah, last year at this time we locked it up with 2 games left. We went on the road, and we obviously didn't play with the same level, and we dropped 2 games. So I don't mind. We're now into playoff hockey. This Friday night's game is absolutely a playoff game, and I'm sure the next night will be as well. So I like the fact that we're home this year for these last 2 games, and they're both Dartmouth and Harvard are 2 teams that when we played them just over a month ago, we lost both games. This is when we were in our little bit of a slump. So we've got some payback to give to both teams. So I like the situation. Obviously, you'd like to have it secured, but I don't mind the situation either, because this time of year you don't want anything handed to you. You want to earn it all, and if we can win 2 games this weekend, that'll give us a lot more confidence that we've been building here over the last month, and 2 teams that we think we can beat as long as we bring our best.
Thanks. We'll be back next week with a look ahead of the playoffs.